Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to open Eldritch Moon. But before I get into that, I just wanted to show something kind of strange that happened. I bought 2 boosters while I was waiting for this booster box to get here, and both boosters started out the same. I wasn't going to make a video on these originally, but when I opened these 2 boosters, the first 3 cards were the same. And then I think it was the 7th card was the same too, or something like that. Different rares too, I don't know. I thought it was kind of strange. I'd never seen that happen before. But without further ado, I'm gonna get into this booster box and try and do it as quickly as possible. I'm going to skip over all the commons, get right into the rares and mythics. And then at the end, I'm going to show off any of the double cards that you put together. Okay. First uncommon, Blessed Alliance. Escalate 2, choose 1 or more. Target player gains 4 life to untap up to 2 target creatures. Target opponent sacrifices attacking creature. Shredded Sanity. Maybe I'll just bring them up so you can read them, because this will take too long. Clear Shot. Stitcher Graft. Equipped creature gets +3/+3. Whenever equipped creature attacks, it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Whenever Stitched Grafter becomes attached to a permanent, sacrifice that permanent. And a flip card. Emrakul's Influence, Haunted Dead, Liliana's Elite, and Liliana herself. Sweet. I was really hoping to get Liliana. Blood Mist, Geist Fueled Scarecrow, Lashweed Lurker, Eternal Scourge. You may cast Eternal Scourge from exile. When Eternal Scourge becomes target of a spell or ability opponent controls, exile Eternal Scourge. Thirsty Axe, Mockery of Nature, Scour the Library, or laboratory. Splendid reclamation. Turn all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Midnight Scavengers. This is one of the flip cards. I showed this in the last video. Nephalia Academy. Spreading Flame. Advanced Stitchwing. And Spell Queller. As Flash Flying, when Spell Queller enters the battlefield, exile target spell with converter mana cost 4 or less. When Spell Queller leaves the battlefield, that player exiles card's owner may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Oh, and a rare flip card. These, I can't read it. That's cool though. Okay, for a second I thought that was the same order as those ones I showed at the beginning. Geist of the Lonely Vigil. Courageous Outrider. Vexing Scuttler. And Soul Separator. It's kind of a cool picture. I'm not going to read all that because it's too much. Extractor of Sin. And foil. It's a pretty cool foil. An emblem for Liliana. Cool. Okay. Whatever. I can read, I swear. It's recording in the middle of the night. Honest. Bedlam Reveler. Bedlam Reveler costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. When Bedlam Reveler enters the battlefield, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Elvenwald Captive. This is a flip card, which is kind of cool. It turns into an Eldrazi werewolf. Interesting. Whispers of Emrakul. Ride Down. Droxkull Shieldmate. Providence. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, at the beginning of your first upkeep, your life total becomes 26. Oh. Another half a card. You might hear my cat, she's scratching a little post over there. Okay. Go away, cat. Anyway, Impetus Devils. Trample Haste. When Impetus Devils attacks, up to one target creature defending player controls blocks it this combat if able. At the beginning of the end step, sacrifice Impetus Devil. Graph Rats. A flip card. Slayer's Cleaver. Morn Willow. Weaver of Lightning. And Distant Mindbender. Card. Ooh. Foiled one. Uncommons. Emrakul's Evasion. Cat, go away. You're distracting me. Evangol. Sacrifice Emrakul's Evangol and any number of other non-Eldrazi creatures. Put a 3/2 colorless Eldrazi horror creature token into the battlefield for each creature sacrificed this way. Another flip card. Borrowed Hostility. Collective Effort. Tap an untapped creature you control. Choose one or more. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Destroy target enchantment. Or put a 1/1 counter on each creature target player controls. Geist Field Scarecrow. Already seen that one. We've seen that one too. Yeah, I've seen that one. Thalia, Heretic Kether. First strike, creatures and non-basic lands your opponent controls enter the battlefield tapped. That's pretty good. Campaign of Vengeance. Whenever a creature you control attacks, defending player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Grapple Abdominal? Sorry. Abdominimal. I can't speak right now. Oh yeah. Return all damage that would be dealt to this turn by non-human. Prevent all damage. I am just retarded. Sorry. Noose Constrictor. Reach. Discard a card. Noose Constrictor gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Grim Flayer. Trample. When Grim Flayer deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put any number of them into your graveyard. Put the rest back on the top of your library in any order. Grim Flayer gets +2/+2 as long as there are 4 or more card types among card types in your graveyard. I think he just... Oh, I thought that was a bird in his hands that he crushed. Looks like they're just gloves. Fortune Favor. Prying Questions. Courageous Outrider. And Summary Dismissal. Exile all other spells and counter all abilities. Huh. That's pretty nice. Flip card. And another flip card. Oh, holy moly. To flip, oh, okay. I thought it was a Planeswalker for a second. That's still really cool. It's too much to read. So, that's pretty cool. Long Road Home. Ruthless Disposal. Wait, I saw that -13, -13, I had to read it. As an additional cost to cast Ruthless Disposal, discard a card and sacrifice a creature. Two target creatures each get -13, -13 until end of turn. Huh. That's pretty ruthless. Hamlet Captain. And Dismater of the Provinces. Eldrazi Boar. Okay. Sylvan Pack Outcast. Rise from the grave. Give no ground. I think I've already seen that one. Elvenwald Observer. Whenever a creature you control with toughness 4 or greater dies, draw a card. Shrill Howler. And a foil Cryptolith Fragment. I always thought that one looked kind of like David Bowie. A little bit. Just the hair. Murder. Destroy target creature. Foul emissary. Selfless Spirit. Flying, sacrifice Selfless Spirit. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Graph Harvest. Mourn Willow. Makarov Crusader. Oh, I heard about this one. This one's cool. Lupin Prototype. It's like a mechanized werewolf. It's pretty cool. This card can't attack or block unless a player has no cards in his or her hand. It's a 5/5. Grizzled Angler. Gronwell Wood Dryad. I don't know. Death Touch. Yeah. Talia's Lancers. First strike, when Talia's Lancers enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a legendary card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. Midnight Scavengers. And, yeah. Drownyard Behemoth. Vampire Cutthroat. And Eldritch Evolution. And as an additional cost to cast Eldritch Evolution, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less, where X is 2 plus the sacrifice creature's converted mana cost. Put that card into the battlefield, then shuffle your library, exile Eldritch Evolution. Curious Oculus. Turns into Voracious Reader. Stitcher Graft. Equipped creature gets +3/+3. Whenever equipped creature attacks, it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Whenever Stitcher Graft becomes unattached to permanent, sacrifice that permanent. Stormkirk Oscillist has trample. Whenever Stormkirk Oscillist deals combat damage to a player, exile top card from your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card. Handwear Battlements. Peace of Mind. Tap a white, discard a card, you gain 2 life, or 3 life, sorry. Don't even know numbers anymore. Hamlet Captain. Whenever Hamlet Captain attacks or blocks, other humans you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Nahiri's Wrath. Has an additional cost to cast Nahiri's Wrath. Discard X cards. When Nahiri's Wrath deals damage equal to the total converted mana cost of the discarded cards to each of up to X target creatures or planeswalkers. Tingleclaw Werewolf. Geist of the Archives. And I'm gonna have to make another part because my camera stopped recording at 30 minutes, but still got a few more left. Be right back.